जर्मनी में बैचलर्स करना चाहते हो, वो भी इंग्लिश डॉट प्रोग्राम में डायरेक्टली अपने क्लास 12 के बाद एक पाथवे देख रहे हो ताकि आप जर्मनी आके अपनी क्लास 13 की रिक्वायरमेंट कंप्लीट कर पाओ एंड बैचलर्स में एडमिशन मिले फ्री जर्मन पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी में, then Berlin International College can be the right option for you. Hello everyone and welcome to Berlin International College. Today I am here at Berlin International College. मैं आपको campus tour provide करवाऊंगा and we will be also meeting the admission team where we will be sitting and providing you the insider guidance so that आपका application, admission and your pathway from Studienkolleg to bachelor's in Germany can be the smoothest. So let's go inside. अभी हम लोग आपको बर्लिन इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज में आपको ग्राउंड रियलिटी दिखाएंगे. विल बी सीइंग द कैंपस टूर. बर्लिन इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज के पास क्या क्या प्रोग्राम से आपको ऑफर करने के लिए, चाहे आप स्टूडेंट हो साइंस बैकग्राउंड से, मैथमेटिक्स बैकग्राउंड से, कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से, आपके लिए बर्लिन इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज के पास क्या. First time officially.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Pravesh here, founder of INDO-GERMAN Education. Today I am here at Berlin International College. So we'll head up with our BIC team, BIC admission team. So let's get ahead. And we are really excited for the campus tour.
Yeah, welcome to BIC.
Welcome to BIC.
And also I would love to introduce, this is our previous alumni. This is our former student of INDO-GERMAN Education who did A1A2 with us, and right now he's also working with Berlin International College. And we have Lauren ma'am, especially from Berlin International College. So Lauren ma'am, kindly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yeah, hi, welcome to BIC. My name is Lauriane. I'm student advisor at Berlin International College now for almost 3 years and a half. And we've had many students over the years, and we're very happy to take you on a short tour to show you what you can expect when you come study with us.
And sure, our former student.
Hi guys, welcome to Berlin International College. As Mr. Pravesh told you, I was with him when I was coming to BIC. I did the BIC Studienkolleg, then I went to TWS, and then now also I'm still doing my bachelor's and I'm also working here as a work student. And yeah, it's good to be here and good to meet sir again.
Yes. So from being my student to making me a campus tour. So let's get started. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in BIC we have several classrooms. We can welcome here up to I think 220 students here. And so we usually sometimes start with online classes, depending on the visa problem. We know sometimes it can be a challenge.
Yep, definitely.
But we have classrooms here once you come to Berlin, and I can show you a little bit of the classroom.
Definitely.
So this is for now our conference room, where we have meetings with partners, with universities, or even team meetings with the teachers as well. We have a very international team at BIC, so yeah, we know what it's like to be in Germany and to welcome students. We know what it's like to have to do all these procedures, and so that does help us support the students when they come. So this is our first office for student advising. We have a colleague here, Vlada. She's also a student advisor. She's currently working on the application, so she's very busy. But this is where students come to us when they have questions, during the lunch break or after classes.
And so when a student gets his visa, this is the first point where they will be meeting for the ID cards of BIC.
Yes, so usually when they get their visa, we have the first day here of the program, which is welcome day.
जब आपका वीजा आ जाता है एक बारी को, and तो वीजा आ जाने के बाद, this is the first point जहाँ पे आप BIC team को मिलोगे.
So this is one of the classrooms that we have. They all look fairly similar. We have usually smaller groups between 26 to 32 students per classes. So we do have those smaller groups compared to university. university. So in the beginning, to really help the student have this contact with the teachers and do the bridge between school at home and the university. So we keep those smaller rooms because we don't want to have big lecture halls when they're settling in Germany and do the transition to Germany.
And you have smaller classrooms where less number of students are required by a particular professor, the interaction increases. So any student who has done his class 12 from India and looking forward to study bachelor's in Germany, the important year is class 13. So during class 13, a lot of interaction is required. So this classroom space is like the best one. A student and professor can have the best interaction.
At the end of the class, they can share the note with a QR code that the students can scan and they get the notes directly. The notes also get saved, the material also gets saved in our shared drive with the student. But this is really useful because then they get the notes directly at the end of the class.
Yes, and I can totally agree that this is very useful because in my time this wasn't there. So we used to make notes on the notebooks. But yeah, it's the newest addition to our classes.
Like this is one of the bigger classrooms, so we can have 32 students. It's slightly bigger space, but the setup is the same. We have the whiteboard, the smartboard, and yeah, they just have more classmates.
Program. So even in the Studienkolleg, you get the hands-on experience.
Yeah, the hands-on experience.
Yeah, we have assessments during the program, so they have the final exam obviously, but they also have assessments during the program to kind of track their progress. And one of the assessments is projects to make it a bit more interactive and to make it a bit different.
Definitely. And also because this is Berlin. Berlin is land of ideas, land of creativity, innovation, and land of startup founders. So you can start your journey with these industry-based programs.
Otherwise, we have here our announcements.
So here all the announcements.
Right now it's really empty because we don't have any
classes,
but obviously schedule important days, events that we organize during the program as well. We have some external events, usually taking students to the parliament. I think you went to the parliament, right? Or,
yeah, I went to the parliament.
We also take them sometimes to the technical
You also
museum.
took to the museum, that was I remember.
Yeah.
Because
During
one
Christmas
of
markets, we try our best to, we are there for them in the classroom, but we also try to be with them outside of the classroom. Because, they just came here and they're new to everything. So to get them familiar and make them not feel alone and to show them what Berlin is, we try our best to do some fun activities, some fun trips.
So studying at BIC is not just the books, beyond the books.
It's Berlin.
It's Berlin.
So this is the course coordination office. So this is where our course coordinator is sitting. So if there's any question about the course itself, the teachers, grading, then this would be the office that the students come to ask the question.
And Indian students are loving the program of BIC. They are very much loving.
Thanks for being here.
Anything you would love to say to our students who are coming from India to Germany
Yes.
at BIC?
Come to BIC, have a lot of fun with us and in Berlin. See you soon.
Today we are here at Berlin International College just for you so that you can understand, you can know the ground reality of studying at Berlin and especially at Berlin International College, and we will be discussing all the programs, all the prestigious programs provided by Berlin International College, especially the Studienkolleg pathway programs available in both English taught programs and German taught programs, and also what are the admission requirements, what is the IELTS scorecard you read, what is the application deadlines, when should you arrive in Germany, and what universities will you get an English taught program or German taught program in public university without any tuition fees. So we'll be moving ahead with Lauren ma'am. So Lauren ma'am, thank you so much for being over here, and thank you so much for inviting INDO-GERMAN education at Berlin International College. We are really glad to be over here.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here and to be talking about our programs and present the options that students have when they come to BIC.
So Lauren ma'am, first of all let my viewers know that what is the admission requirement and what are the programs that Berlin International College offers to all our Indian students who have recently passed their class 12 from India, looking forward to start or kickstart their journey for studying their bachelor's in Germany?
So we have different programs depending on what students want to study and in which language of instruction they want to go for. So we have a technical course. So this is a preparation course for students who want to do technical studies, engineering, IT, typically those fields of studies. And this is available either in English taught or in German taught. And then we also have a business course. So this is obviously for business studies. So typically students who have a commerce background would be a better fit for the business program. And this is available in German. And also from this year on, we are very happy to have a business course taught in English. So if you want to study business in English in Germany, then this will be the preparation program for those students.
Okay, perfect. And also, I would love to tell my viewers that since last 4 to 5 years, we are working closely with Berlin International College. We have sent hundreds of students at Berlin International College, and every single student from INDO-GERMAN education who has did their Studienkolleg at Berlin International College is the most satisfied student. And also, the best part, our previous students have given references to their family members to study their bachelor's in Germany program via Berlin International College. So that's really great. So Lauren ma'am, also I would love to ask that what documentation a student should have when applying for Berlin International College. Like if any student from India wants to study at Berlin International College and want to apply for a pathway program via Berlin International College, what documentation he or she should have?
It's very simple. So when a student applies at BIC, we will look if the student fulfills the requirements set by the German government for the Studienkolleg. For students from India, so who did the 12th certificate, usually they qualify if they have the 12th certificate with at least 50% of overall possible points. So at least 50%.
Okay, so and what IELTS scorecard he or she must have, or what TOEFL center-based examination scorecard he or she must have while applying to Berlin International College, and also is it compulsory to have IELTS scorecard during the application, or only for the visa application will be required?
So the minimum language requirement for the English taught program is B2 level in English, and we accept the documents that the embassy accepts. This is to avoid for students that they don't have to do one test for BIC and do another one for the embassy. So we accept what the embassy accepts at the moment: Cambridge, IELTS or TOEFL. And for the scores, so for BIC, IELTS is from 5.5 and TOEFL is 72. So this is for admission to BIC. We will talk about partner universities. We have a couple of partner universities for the business program that have higher language requirements when the students will enroll. So students might be accepted to BIC with 5.5, but they might need a higher score.
Regular examination.
Yes, for the university they might have to do another test to get a higher score for the university. But for BIC, 5.5 in IELTS and TOEFL 72. Another really important point that we see is no online-based test. So this is not accepted by the embassy. Typically, TOEFL home edition, which is done at home, is not accepted by the embassy, so we also don't accept it. So this is important to keep track of for the visa application.
And also, what Lauren ma'am said, on 18th of October 2024, German embassy made a rule that from India, any student cannot give English home-based examination if we want to study in Germany. And similarly, the same practices are taken at BIC also. But many of my students has a query that when they are applying for Berlin International College directly after receiving their class 12 marksheets, so do they need the IELTS scorecard during the application, or it can be submitted later also?
We've had the case where we accept it a little bit later because it can take some time. However, it is best if they have it directly. It avoids any issues where, we've had students, that apply to BIC and then they do the IELTS later, and then it turns out that they just fall slightly short of having the correct score. So if you are 100% sure that you will get more than 5.5, then you might be a bit more flexible, but we would recommend doing it before applying to BIC. They usually get their IELTS, their 12th certificate in May, I think.
Yes.
Our application deadline is November 1st, so that's plenty of time for the students to apply if they want to take the IELTS right after finishing their 12th, and then they apply in June. That's plenty of time to get admission to BIC.
Perfect. Also, what Lauren ma'am said, on 18th of October 2024, German embassy made a rule that from India, any student cannot give English home-based examination if you want to study in Germany, and similarly the same practice. So okay, if any student from class 12 who is looking forward to study at BIC pathway program, what you can do after your examination, you can still apply for Berlin International College, but if it is always recommended that you give the IELTS exam and then apply, but rest you can apply. Also, I would love to ask you a question that during the application, is APS certificate required during the application or afterwards we can submit it? Because after class 12, the student is eligible for the application, but APS takes time like 1.5 months to 2 months. So is it compulsory, like for a class 12 pass out student, to apply for the APS first, receive the APS and then apply for the BIC, or he can directly apply for the BIC? He can also apply for the APS, and once he receives the APS, he will send to Berlin International College.
It's not a simple answer anymore. It used to be, but we have new partner universities, and new partner universities mean new processes.
Yes.
And these universities have different processes than what we used to. So it will depend on the study choice of the students after BIC. There are partner universities for which we can process without the APS certificate, so students can apply directly at BIC after the 12th, apply for the APS at the same time, and submit the APS later on. And they can still get admission documents without having the APS yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Programs to programs.
The recommendation is if they apply for APS and while they're waiting for APS, they can do their IELTS certificate at the same time. That way they get the language certificate results at the same time as APS, and then they have everything to apply for BIC.
So that's really perfect. So what the pathway, the way, the gateway, what Lauren ma'am has said, that complete your class 12, meanwhile you receive your class 12 mark sheets, prepare for the IELTS examination. When you receive your class 12 mark sheets, apply for the APS certificate and write your exam. Get your APS, get your IELTS, and then we will be applying for Berlin International College with all documentations completed without any unorganized way. So perfect. Also, so we have 2 courses as of now, right? T-Kurs and W-Kurs, and
Yes.
English program.
Yeah, in English, and then we also have the same in German.
Same in German program. So first we will be covering the English program, and then we will be covering the German program. So any student who is coming to Germany, especially at Berlin International College for T-Kurs, what subjects he will be studying at T-Kurs modules, and after completing the T-Kurs, what partner university and programs he will be getting. Same for W-Kurs, what subjects he will be studying at W-Kurs, and what some universities he will be getting an English program at public university or any selected university via BIC in the pathway program in English programs.
Yes, so for the technical course in English, so the subjects at BIC are mathematics, physics, and computer science. Mathematics and physics have under subjects, so we have calculus and algebra. And for physics, we have electrical engineering and mechanical engineering. And the feedback that we get from the student is that what they study, like I said earlier during the tour, what they study at BIC is usually the same material that they study in the first semester at the university.
At the public university,
Yes.
master's program.
In terms of partner universities, so like I said, students who apply at BIC, if they have admission, they get admission from BIC and they get a conditional admission to one of our partner universities. So this is really important. They can study at the partner universities from BIC for specific programs that are part of the cooperation.
And which universities are available for the T and W?
Yeah. So for the technical course, course, in English, we have the Technical University of Applied Sciences Würzburg-Schweinfurt. We say THWS for short. We have the OM Nürnberg, and we also have we also have the Echo Bank. But this one is a private university, but it's also an option depending on
student choice.
Yeah, the student's choice of study degree. And it's a nice shot of the river, tower from there. It's really nice. The more students we have,
अगर आपने इंडिया में 12th कंप्लीट कर लिया है और जर्मनी में आके स्टूडेंट कॉलेज करना चाहते हो और बैचलर्स करना चाहते हो इंग्लिश टॉट फ्री पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी में, देन बर्लिन इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज आपको प्रोवाइड करता है टोटल 2 प्रोग्राम्स, T-Kurs एंड W-Kurs। दैट मीन्स अगर आप साइंस बैकग्राउंड से हो या फिर कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से हो और जर्मनी में इंजीनियरिंग ओरिएंटेड या फिर बिजनेस ओरिएंटेड स्टडीज करना चाहते हो, जैसे मैकाट्रॉनिक्स, रोबोटिक्स, लॉजिस्टिक्स, बिजनेस एंड इंजीनियरिंग, बिजनेस के प्रोग्राम्स, इंटरनेशनल मैनेजमेंट, ऐसे कई सारे प्रोग्राम्स आप पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ सकते हो वाया बर्लिन इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज। 12th कंप्लीट हो जाने के बाद 12th में अगर आपके 50% एंड अबव है तो आप एलिजिबल हो जाओगे। हम इन प्रोग्राम्स में आपका एप्लीकेशन करेंगे हियर एट बर्लिन इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज। यहाँ पे अपना क्लास 13 कंप्लीट होते ही आप डायरेक्टली शिफ्ट हो जाओगे सिलेक्टेड जर्मन पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटीज में, और यहाँ पे इंग्लिश डॉट प्रोग्राम्स, जर्मन डॉट प्रोग्राम्स दोनों ही प्रोग्राम्स